Okay, if we could all rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to a special Monday night meeting. If we could note the exits behind you on each side of you, there's an exit to our right here. Please put all electronic devices on vibrate. Kathy, could we get a roll call?
Yes, Councilman Cypress?
Here.
Councilman Larka?
Here.
Councilwoman Lewis? Absent. Councilman Mazzata? Absent. Supervisor Durante?
Here. Okay, so we'll get right into it. We have a work session discussion to present the town board, with the preliminary budget.
Tentative budget.
Tentative.
We didn't change this one, sorry. Tentative budget. Okay, so I'll just talk a little bit about what I'm giving you guys. Obviously, it's always a challenge. I must say this year, there was a way better understanding on my part about what we were trying to do. So part of our issue is, obviously, our taxable values did go up this year, so that's helping out. One of the problems is, though, our tax cap is at 306,000, and things we cannot control are at 352,000. So it kind of puts us in a bind right off the bat. We have 3% salary increase for our CSEA employees, 4.5% increase for our highway employees. That alone amounts to 180,000. I'm looking to try to get us an assistant building inspector. Our New York retirement has increased by will increase by 19.76%. Our health insurance is going to increase by 4.35%. And of course, our electric costs are going to go up next year. Luckily, that health insurance isn't as high as we thought it was going to be, so we're way better off there. The position I'm trying to add is it's about $120,000, $110,000. I truly believe this is something we really need to look at, as we are way behind in the building department with expired permits and how many open permits we have. It's been a while, I assume. I didn't go back 10 years. I just went back a couple of years on open permits. They have been working on them this year, but obviously it's not really making a dent. Other than that, I mentioned the other night that our mortgage tax is taking a pretty good hit also. There's not a lot of movement with people buying homes and getting mortgages. And at this point, what I'm giving you, I feel is the best I can do. I'm going to let you guys have a crack at it. I know that you're not very excited about that, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, we're just seeing this a little while ago. And you left out the highlights, which is you're proposing a 10.95% tax levy increase, which, I'm honestly kind of stunned by. I understand all the headwinds we're facing, but, and you started off by saying that the assessed value is going up and that helps. That doesn't help the residents. That only helps you discuss a percentage. It is a 10.95% tax levy increase regardless, so.
This says a 4.4% increase.
Well, because he's.
Yeah, Eric
that-
was kind of...
That's because the assessed values went up, so he's gonna say it's 444, but it's 10.95.
Yeah, in the end, it's 10.95. And that 10.95, I know that it's all on percentages, but with our average assessment, it's basically $50 a year per household.
So is the 4.4 mill rate increase? That's the percent rate? I'm-
Obviously haven't had time to do the
Right.
math,
Yeah.
but my understanding is the assessed value went up so much that the 10.95,
Isn't,
you
It's
know, is only a
Yes.
4.44 on rate, but it doesn't change the fact that the levy is
The
up
budget
almost
itself,
11%.
So the mill rate will go up maybe 4.4, which equates to 10%.
Assuming Nick and Ron's math is right, yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
and one other thing I didn't point out was the revenues, we're estimating at a -5, and our expenditures, we are estimating as a +4.5. You know, planning department has been very busy over the past few years, and we're assuming at this point, there's nothing large like we had in the past few years coming up. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be a,
That's fair.
You talked about, obviously, some of the headwinds we're facing, and at the last meeting, you talked about, and you just touched on it now with the building department
Yeah.
and possibly increasing revenue. Did you budget any increased revenue, or you're only budgeted increased expense?
for the building department, I believe we are not, we're about what we had last year. We left it there because we're short already going into the end of this year. So we're kind of, I don't want to make that number too big.
It's fair, but then we can't say we're spending money in the building department to increase revenue if we don't really plan on increasing revenue.
What I did kind of think of, and I didn't get a chance to talk to Mike, he's been dealing with his mom. Do you guys know if we go after these expired permits, are there fees involved with that?
Oh, yeah.
There are
that-
fees, but they're not dramatic.
Yeah.
Well, so there's a catch-22 there. Last year, there was a big effort, maybe last year into this year, huge effort to catch up on all the rental registrations.
Yeah.
That drove $60,000
Yeah.
with all the inspections but that was on the old law, which was 3 years. So you won't see that
For now.
happen again until another 3 years, right? So
Yeah.
that was a big cleanup that helped.
Yeah, but if
Yes.
there's no revenue to be gained, that's fine, but let's
Right.
not say we're doing this for revenue if there's not gonna be revenue.
Right.
I don't know if I said revenue, either way, what Mike and I had talked about also was enforcement. You know, Peter Bell does a lot of our enforcement, and that's always behind too. So this assistant would be geared towards enforcement in the beginning of their tenure while they're trying to learn the job. You know, and then we go from there.
You
See
have,
what steps we'd have to take.
you have like January, you budget that full year?
Yeah, and this wasn't really, you know, that's just thoughts I wanted
Supplemental.
you guys to see. And
This is 2% tax cap.
yeah, we just put that there because that's what New York State says on the page, you know.
But the tax cap's actually,
It's 4.2, 4.23,
okay,
yeah,
and that's because of the growth.
yes. Growth
So-
and, Ron had mentioned something else.
It's
for
growth and pilots and.
Pilots, that's it,
Yeah.
yes, pilots.
What's,
Our pilots are not very high right now. I think it was 75,000,
really?
yeah.
I thought it'd be more with logistics.
It's 58 on the cover page.
The pilots for logistics don't kick in until next year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
And-
not, right
and
there?
it's-
Oh, I'm
and it's
sorry,
only
yeah, I was
on
looking at the
those
one,
that have
2026.
Full
Yeah.
COs. So the CO for the portion of logistics that is now being transferred to another entity that is occupied by
Lesser evil.
Lesser Evil, they're taxed this year on a flat rate, I mean, whatever their assessment is. The pilot on the full assessment won't go into effect until next year.
Got it. So that'll come out of the tax
next year.
assessments and go into the payment.
Correct.
But the empty building is still taxed at full value.
I believe so. I mean,
Yeah,
or partial value, because I don't think they're, I don't think
Yeah,
the CO.
Lori has a percentage of what the tax is.
Okay.
It's not 100%, obviously.
What's this?
Oh, I put some money in the budget for computers, that little page there with all the, these computers are old. And a few of them are crapping out, and then they're, I'm sorry, a few of them are not working well. And then a few of them also have Windows 10, and apparently that's another issue. It needs to be Windows 11, and to get a patch, it's kind of not worth getting a patch on an old
October,
computer.
they are no longer supporting Windows 10.
Right.
Okay.
So we have to try to upgrade all the computers to 11. Those that make it great, those that don't.
And you built this in for next year? or is this
Yeah, I
something-
built in like maybe 7 of those.
Why not do some this year if it's?
If it's
What-
October.
We already did, we already made a couple of transfers for Bruce's computer,
Denise,
Denise,
well, my friend computer, but, yeah.
was
'Cause-
it Patty? Patty also got one, I
You,
think.
you,
and-
s- you said October they're stopping the sunset?
That's what CB20 told us.
Yeah, you would think, I mean, I would propose replacing all the Windows 10 ones and,
Yeah.
Well, they
Well,
might,
what
they might be able to be
that's correct.
updated.
It
Yeah,
depends
for
on their
like
processor.
$200, I think he said. And most of these computers that we're replacing, the number's right around 1,100, 1,200 for each computer.
And he said that there's a program they can run to test the computers, but they haven't done it yet.
okay, so you've budgeted that in here.
Yeah.
What about the courts? Well, you probably haven't seen it yet, but I sent an
I
email.
did see it.
What?
Did he answer you yet? Oh, no, he's
No.
right there.
No, yeah, I said,
I
um,
didn't see it yet.
yeah, I do have some questions about the courts. I haven't obviously looked at this, but you had mentioned the courts weren't doing that well.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea? That's not a line item in here, right?
No, I think we kind of just stuck with the numbers because we are behind right now. I honestly, I can say I didn't talk to Ron too much about the courts.
So there's justice. This is,
Yeah,
it's all salary.
It's in there, it's in there.
And only because he brought it up, I'm not trying to pick on a department, I've obviously
That's
only
fine.
had minutes to look at this,
Yeah.
but, I mean, it looks like we're running over budget and overtime in that department, and rather than trying to address that, we're just increasing the budget.
Well,
Like-
I don't know if I said this, I had asked one of the judges about that, and actually his answer I felt was kind of logical. 2 of the women that are hired are new, so they haven't worked court sessions. So he's kind of had 4 in certain nights so that the newer people could learn how to run the court at night.
But they won't be newer next year.
No, they won't. You're
Right, but we
Yeah.
budgeted for it.
Okay, that's okay. I get that. I
That's a
did
good
not-
point.
I did not think of
because
that at all,
They
yeah.
are getting the overtime
Yep,
in this fiscal year.
and next year they won't need it nearly as much.
Was there, and I realize a lot of things are out of our control, et cetera, but was there anywhere in here that you were able to find any savings to offset everything you mentioned?
Some of the interesting earnings, we were very cautious. So those are some numbers we might be able to play with.
Well, I'm not, yes, historically, we've always underestimated revenue, and we'll deal with that, but I'm talking about legitimate savings. Is there anywhere in here that you were able to find savings?
I really don't, there wasn't anything significant. Just trying to find it. You know, and I don't know if we've, well, it's not gonna matter this year, maybe next year. We had. And it's not a big number, but at this point, I'm the only one that didn't get a raise.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna propose we take out town board.
Yeah, I didn't want to make that step without, hearing it from you guys, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, last year, a lot of us didn't take raises, and I'm sure we would do the same thing again this year. But to your point, it's
That's-
not,
yeah.
it doesn't fix the budget.
It's not going to break it. We actually did raise the court interpreter. She's been here a lot, so that number's probably going to be higher next year. It's not a lot, but it's going to be higher.
Is that, did you budget it higher?
Yeah, a little,
Okay.
$5,000, $4,000. But she is definitely here a lot.
So fines and forfeitures, that's the court line, right?
Yes.
So,
What page is that?
4.
Did pass.
And so mortgage tax is low on here, but mortgage tax is, I believe it's 2 payments a year, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
second
yeah.
payment covers the summer, so we
Yeah.
could catch up pretty, I'm not too worried about that. We may
Yeah,
actually
that's
come
what
in.
Ron did say too.
But the fines for the courts, is that monthly?
Yes, we have to pay New York State. I have to
I
ask
think the
Ron.
process, the way it works is when the money come into the court's accounts, they then pay it to the uniform, or to the controller's office.
Yep,
And they take out what the state deems is their share
yeah,
and sends it back, sends back what is left.
yeah,
So it's,
So we collect all the money, send it to them, they do the disbursement back to us?
yeah,
So is that done on a monthly basis, though?
I can't answer that question.
Yeah, I have to check
would think
with
that it
Ron.
would be periodic, but I can't say it's a monthly basis.
I think it might have been a quarter, every quarter. I'll ask him in the morning.
Okay. I mean, if it's quarter, we're gonna have a great year, because we haven't gotten Q3 in.
Yes,
It
that's,
hasn't ended yet.
he,
But if it's monthly, it's bad.
yeah,
You talking about the 278 versus 400?
yeah.
That's quarterly, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost positive he says we are behind on receiving a payment or one of those items. Receiving payment, yeah. There's a lot going on this week, so I'm not as sharp as a tack, but
Well, we'll go through this, and so the summary is, our tax cap for this town this year is 4.2 something? 4.23,
and
and
this,
you're proposing basically 11.
yeah, yep. And honestly, the first one we did was more than that. So,
When you say, just so for clarity, Nick, you said the first one you did, so you did an initial draft that had a
yeah.
higher percentage of levy increase, and you went back and sharpened your pencil?
Yes, there's a couple of things, and I put it in that, the MS4 position, the highway position, and there were three. Oh, the clerk position in the building department. Because we don't know when Patty's gonna leave, so
Is that
just gonna kind of win that.
a tested position,
Clerk?
Patty's?
Yeah, there is a civil service test,
Yes, it's a
Yep.
clerk position.
and they'll basically be a union employee when they start.
And this is full-time?
Yeah, Patty is
She's technically part-time,
full-time, part-time,
but she works a lot.
and she only gets an hourly rate. She doesn't get benefits through the union now. It's retired benefits.
Right, so this is full, all-in salary benefits and
And the other thing that I didn't really grasp, but you know, when somebody retires, we hire someone, we're now paying a new set of benefits, and we're basically paying the old benefits at a lower rate.
right.
So we just kind of, because when I first started, there were a couple of names in there with checks. And I asked around, I'm like, who is this? And
Those are quarterly reimbursements, right?
yeah.
Is that sunsetable where like new hires, they get benefits for life? Is that still, it still happens?
So, yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
They definitely have paid more.
Yeah, I think we should probably have Mike explain to us the MS4 hire.
Well,
Yeah.
but just for clarity in the notes that he handed us, he's saying he did not even include this in the budget at the 1095.
Wait.
That's what he wanted to do, but he
Yeah, see the
didn't.
reds, those are
None of these are in there?
just
The
green-
reds,
just
the reds
green
were on
ones.
his wish list,
Yes.
but he took them out to get down to 11.
Oh, I missed
So
that.
his wish list, I don't know what the math is, but yeah, he wanted to hire on that first page, those 3 people, but he did not include them in the budget.
That second, the one with number 2 on it, that is the original thought. The first one is the one that you guys have now.
So 8.2 million to 8 million,
Yeah.
basically.
And, the other thing, when we get to that point, after we talk to Mike, the MS4 person, somebody had mentioned trying to use Han to an extent for the engineering part of it, help us keep track of the mapping and the units themselves, rather than us hiring a person for that.
Right.
Because we don't have to pay Han benefits. So if maybe we could use a part-time person for the physical part of it on Mike's end, maybe we could go to Han a little bit.
You know what's
Well, there's
extremely-
precedent for that as well. I mean, Jacobson was always
On top
our
of it.
MS4 coordinator
Yeah.
for the longest time.
I'm just concerned though that you didn't put
Oh,
either in the budget, the hire or what you're saying now. So like, it's not a serious option if you didn't include it in the budget, but.
I just know that the state is really coming down with this MS4 stuff, and
I have 2 concerns about this. One, isn't Bruce is our MS4 coordinator?
That's what we hired him for.
Yeah,
yeah, but he physically can't go out there and do things.
but all the computer stuff.
Yes, but I believe some things have to be engineered. I forgot what Mike called it, but we'll talk to Mike about
Okay,
it,
'cause-
because
Yeah, I mean, that was 50%
Oh, yeah.
justification for the hire.
I think he gets 40% of his salary is MS4, or 35%, and then the rest is special districts.
Yeah, I'd want to know about that. And the other thing is, and, we can, maybe I'll write an email about this, but the county is doing MS4 stuff on my road, right? They have to.
Yeah.
And then we're driving on that road to get to Mountain Brook, and then having to do it there. Why can't they use one system to map all these at minimum? We can clean ours, but why does every town have to pay for software and for somebody to identify these? And then, once they're identified, right? Then it's just a matter of, I clean this one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I actually reached out to the East of Hudson too, because they should really be doing this, I feel, for all of us,
Well, they should be lobbying on behalf, ideas like Eric just shared.
to the county.
Yeah. To
I mean,
whoever,
they
yeah.
just had that press conference of
Yeah.
shared services with highway. This would have been a great thing to include there.
And that was another thought, but I know that we just can't depend on it. The money that we're getting from them, we might just get it this first year, and then they can
You're talking about the sales tax share?
Yeah.
Well, that's in effect at least until the extra 1% in sales tax is in effect.
3 years?
So, yeah, I think it's 3 years. But, can't use it for payroll, I know it's a little loose, but we can't just use it to pay our budget, no. So, there might be something in the budget that we want to do that would qualify for, but,
Yeah, I thought about Mike and paving stuff, but like I said, we don't know what it's gonna be next time around.
This says New York State retirement 12% increase. I thought I read somewhere I think Patterson said it was like 20%.
Yeah, I don't know why they said it was 20%, but
Was that in the paper?
but I gotta ask Ron, because in what I gave you, he's saying something contradictory. He's saying it's increased by 4 3/4 or 4.35%, which is 31,627. But on the other sheet, it says a 10% increase at the same price. So one of the percentages is wrong. I gotta believe.
What was
it's-
that one?
This one says 4%, but it's the same number, 31,000. This says 10%. So I think this number is wrong. I think he was thinking it's the actual, what do you call it? Tax cap number. For some reason, that's why it looks, so I have to ask him, but the percentage is probably 10. I don't think it would be 4.
But the, what was the one? The retirement is, do we know what the retirement one is?
Yeah, the retirement is 19.
But this says 12, but.
Yeah,
did
that's
he-
why I have to ask him, because the
Alright.
numbers are the same.
Yeah, let's just make sure that
Yeah.
he didn't.
so you're saying it's 19, Rich was quoting the paper at 20, so we're close, but
Yeah.
the sheet's wrong.
Yes,
Okay.
this sheet is wrong. I didn't realize it was wrong.
Bless you, but we feel comfortable that 18 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
State will impose a 20% increase on town's contribution rates for the state's retirement fund. In Patterson, that's 83,000. What is it for us?
111.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I mean, we'll have a million questions, I'm sure, but I don't think I have any more at this time.
Same.
What, one more. So what was your first pass?
You'll see, it's that next page.
What was the percent?
I just did the math, it's 13.33.
Yeah, it was, now that would, obviously that gives us the other 2 hires.
Okay.
Like I said, I appreciate your patience with all of this on my end. Ron's really been trying to get us all the answers. So, okay, so since it's a special meeting, we do have public comment. If anybody wants to comment, we'll let you comment. We're not gonna go too deep.
Yeah, no, I understand. Robert Cullen, I was a little surprised to see the meeting was scheduled 5 o'clock on a Monday. Appears like 2 of your board members couldn't even make it, so I don't, it's not too transparent, I think. Most people are working till 5 or whatever, but I know nothing was really accomplished, so, I just want to throw that out there. Also, just want to thank you for not taking a raise, Nick, because you did make a promise that you weren't going to take a raise for 4 years, so, although you did get one the first year, but it wasn't your budget, so, but anyway. The question I have, at the library, they have a bond question on the ballot in November to increase their revenue, if the voters approve it. Did you work a budget out if the library bond passes compared to if it fails?
It's
How
not
that
a-
would
It's not
affect?
a bond, first of
Well,
all.
it's-
What they're asking for is an increase in the amount of contribution.
Right, I apologize, I used the wrong words, right. So did you figure it out what it would be?
Yeah, we don't, that's a separate payment. That's not,
No, it's included in our budget. It's-
Yeah.
The library is set up as a special district, so it doesn't impact the tax cap calculation.
No, I'm aware of that, but it would be more money that people would have to pay.
Oh,
That's-
right, yeah.
That's what, no, I know, it's not technically a special district. I mean, everyone pays, it's not like a separate budget line. Like I know Mayapack, their library is like a separate budget line.
We have it in our tax bill, so it's like fire, garbage, library, county, town. So we do kind of treat
Oh,
it
you
as a
do?
separate, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And you probably know this, Bob, but you used to have to get a percentage of the population to sign a petition
Right.
to get that on the ballot. During COVID, they reduced it to 25.
Right.
And they
It's almost
do it every year
impossible.
without having to tell what it's for, or justify it or
Right.
anything. So that, personally, I think it's ridiculous, but,
Right.
just, we have
Right.
absolutely nothing to do with that. And I think they haven't even come to a town board or made.
Right,
any-
so, I mean, they're not really, I don't want, careful what words I use. They're not too transparent, I guess, with their process, and it seems like it just, like you said, 25 people signed a petition, and, it's on the ballot. Now, if people vote for it or whatever, that's another thing, but, I mean, the library's nice. I go there somewhat frequently now because I don't have a printer and my computer died, so it's actually nice there to do it, but it's never really utilized that much, and I don't know. I mean, they don't, like, I don't know where that money's going. Like, they never explain to the town board what they need the money for or anything, or they just,
No.
like, I don't know, that's,
Yeah, they
Right.
really.
so at least the fire department, I know they came here and they did a presentation, which I saw on YouTube, or I guess it was from your meeting, but they should be encouraged to maybe come here. I know it's, you got no say
That's a
over
good
them or
idea,
whatever,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it would be nice
could ask
so
them.
people know about that. But, all right, well, good luck
Thank you.
with everything.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Any comments from you guys?
No, sir.
All right, I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.